One of the best ways to get free traffic is through search engines. And the best way to get free traffic from search engines is via search engine optimization, otherwise known as SEO. And there are two key components to getting good rankings in the search engines. And the first one, which we're going to cover in this video, is choosing the right keywords. Because you see, keywords are the most important part of your site as far as the search engines are concerned. Search engines really are just big databases. And keywords basically tell sites like Google what to file your website under. When you type a search term into Google or any other search engine, you're basically telling them what you're looking for. And so unless they have the keywords, unless they know what the website's all about, then they won't be able to find it for you. And you can see here we're using search engine optimization as our keyword. And all these sites here, all these sites down here, they're all optimized for that keyword phrase, search engine optimization. So I'll know when I go to each and every one of these sites that they're all about search engine optimization. And that's why using the right keywords is so important, because without them, search engines won't know how to index your site. Your site will never be found, and you won't get any traffic. Of course, it's more complicated than that, though. You need to find keywords that have a high search volume, but keywords that have low competition. Now, what do these two terms mean? Well, high search volume means that lots of people are looking for sites like yours using that particular keyword. And low competition means not many other sites are indexed for that keyword, so your site stands a better chance of being found. Now, there are several tools out there that you can use to find keywords. Probably the most popular one is the Google AdWords Keyword Planner. Now, it's quite a long and complicated URL, so if you go to Google and just type in AdWords Keyword Planner, you'll be redirected to the sign up and login pages. You do have to have an account with Google in order to use this, but it is free and it's actually very simple to set up. Once you've logged in, you can come to this page here where you put in the information about your product or service. I'm going to use search engine optimization for this demonstration. And you can then get keyword ideas. For example, here it's got all sorts of information. You've got the keyword by relevance, and they're listed down here. It tells you the average monthly searches for that particular keyword. It tells you about the competition. Like we were saying earlier, you want to have keywords that have low competition. So, for example, here, SEO tips would be a good one to go for because it's got low competition, and it gets a high number of searches, 8,100. This information here, the suggested bid, this is all to do with if you're actually going to bid on Google AdWords, if you're going to actually buy an AdWord for that particular keyword. But you don't actually have to use it for that purpose. You can use it just for general SEO. And also, it's got this graph here which gives you an idea as to the average monthly searches there are for these particular keywords. Another tool is Market Samurai, and it can be a bit hard to get your head around Market Samurai. At least I found it a bit difficult to begin with, because it gives you a lot of information, and it gives you a lot more information than the Google AdWords keyword tool. It's a paid-for piece of software that you download onto your computer, and it can help you to really drill down and find some good keywords to target for maximum SEO. As I said, it is a paid-for piece of software, but there is a free trial. And if it works for you, then obviously you're expected to buy it. But you can find out more at marketsamurai.com. And as you can see, they've got a video on the site which explains how it all works. In this video, I'm going to give you 5 steps to getting free traffic via guest posting. Now, what is guest posting? Well, guest posting means posting an article on someone else's blog for free in return for a link back to your own blog. And it's a win-win situation for you both. You get exposure and free traffic, and they get content that they don't have to write. So you can see, as I said, it's win-win for both parties. Another great thing about guest posting is it allows you to be associated with an authority in your niche. Because the blog owner is letting you have space on their blog, they're giving you a tacit endorsement, and this can greatly enhance your credibility. Now, how do you guest post effectively? Well, as I said, there are 5 steps to the process. Now, step number 1 is to find authority blogs in your niche. So you want to do a search in Google or other search engines for your niche and then blog. And you want to look at the ones on the first page of the search results. And you want to see how they rank. You want to look at things like their Google rank, their Alexa rank, the number of backlinks, and so on. And you want to draw up a short list of the top 10 blogs that you want to target, and you want to subscribe to them. Okay, step 2 is you want to read the blogs. So you want to read everything that they've got on the site. You want to go back to the earliest post possible, and you want to look at what's being covered. You also want to look for what's not being covered, because obviously these are the sort of subjects that you're going to want to suggest to the blog owner. You also want to look at the writing style, because obviously they'll want your article, your post, to fit in with the general overall style of their website. So you want to look at the word count. You want to see how long these articles are on their blog. You want to look at the spelling. Is it US English or British English? You want to look at the punctuation. You also want to look at the writing style. Is it a more formal style or is it an informal style of writing? Okay, step number 3 is to practice. You want to write a few practice articles in a style that will fit in with each blog that you intend to target. And you want to try rewriting the article in different styles until you're confident, so that if it doesn't get accepted by one blog, you can try and submit it to another blog. Then you want to approach blog owners. You want to email them either directly or via their contact form, and you want to compliment them on having such an informative blog. Ask them if they accept guest postings and suggest you have some articles that they might be interested in. Tell them that they can have them for free in return for a brief bio, that's a brief biography, and a link back to your site. One thing that you should not do, though, is to send articles unsolicited. Make sure that they do accept guest postings and that they would be interested in hearing from you. If you send them unsolicited, 2 things are going to happen. First of all, 9 out of 10 times they're going to be deleted, but also sometimes they might get published and you don't know about it. So you want to make sure that you keep tabs on where your articles are being published on which blogs. Now, here's a tip. Contact the blog owner at the bottom of your list first. So if you draw up a list of, say, 10 blogs, start with number 10 and work your way up to number 1. The reason for doing this is that when you first start approaching blog owners, chances are they're not going to publish your articles. They're going to reject them. Well, you can find out why, and you can tweak your approach, you can tweak your blog articles and that sort of thing, and then learn from that experience and move up to the next one. And so by the time you actually get to the person at the top of your list, you stand a much higher chance of being accepted because you've got the experience of submitting them to other blogs. Okay, step number 5 is to send the article. So once the blog owner has said, yes, I accept guest postings, send something to me, send them the article then. You want to make sure that it's not been posted on any other blog before, because if it's duplicate content, it will get penalized. And if it does get accepted, then don't publish it on any other blog, including your own. And if the owner rejects the article, then find out why. Ask for some constructive criticism or feedback from the owner. Now, if the owner does publish the article, first of all, you want to thank them. You also want to share details about the article and about the blog that you're posting it on social media. So write something about it on your Facebook page, tweet it to your Twitter followers, and so on. You also want to stick around to answer any comments that there may be on the article. And you can also offer to reciprocate and publish an article on your own blog. So there you go, 5 steps to getting free traffic via guest posting. Want to get some fast, free forum traffic? Well, I'm going to show you how in this video. Now, forum traffic has several advantages. First of all, it's targeted, because only people who are interested in your niche are going to go to the forum and read the posts and see your link. It's authority traffic, and it provides you with a backlink which can help with SEO, or search engine optimization. Now let me give you an example of this in action. I've come here to the Warrior Forum, which is warriorforum.com, and this is a forum for internet marketing. And you can see, if I scroll down, that lots of people have got clickable links in their signature file. Down a bit further, you can see all these different people. Some just had the link, some have other stuff written next to it here, and so on. Let me go a bit further down. You can see lots of different people here. And so on. And some have different typefaces and that sort of thing to make it stand out better. And also, like if you look at this guy here, he's also got, this isn't a clickable link, but he's got a copy and paste link to his site here. And if I click on his profile here, and then go through to where it says contact info, you can see also there's a link to his homepage. So he's got several incoming links to different websites from this particular forum site. So there are several options for him to get traffic from this particular site. Now, some forum sites insist that you be a member for a certain length of time, have a certain number of posts, or that you be a fully paid up member before you can have a clickable link in your SIG. But it is worth doing. Now, here's a few tips when it comes to getting traffic via forum. First of all, you want to post something useful. Post some useful information and get some likes before adding your SIG. And don't make your SIG look like an advertisement. Lots of people say you should make it look like a want ad, but quite frankly, that just simply puts people off. And there must be some gain to the reader for clicking on your SIG. That could be satisfied curiosity, or it could be a giveaway. Both those tactics work. And of course, you should always check the forum rules when it comes to signature files, because they do vary from forum to forum, and if you fall foul of them, you might find yourself banned from the forum. And don't expect a lot of traffic from forums, but the forum traffic that you get will be very beneficial and it will be targeted. So there you go, a brief overview to getting fast, free forum traffic. In this video, I'm going to give you some tips on getting quick and easy traffic via Facebook. Now, lots of people think that the only way you can get traffic from Facebook is to pay for it via Facebook advertising, but that's not necessarily the case. While it's true that Facebook won't get you as much free traffic today as it would have done a few years ago, there are some key ways that you can still use Facebook to get traffic for free. And the first way is to, first of all, make your Facebook page appealing. You want to make your images big. Facebook is a visible medium, so you want to have something interesting for visitors to look at. So we're talking about things like photos, memes, infographics, that sort of thing. And secondly, you want to keep your updates short. So you want to use teasers to get people to visit your website or blog through curiosity. And you also want to make it easy for people to share your content on Facebook. So you want to have a like this on Facebook plugin on your website or blog. And you want to ask people to share your content. If they've found it useful, informative, or entertaining, chances are other people will too, so they'll be more likely to share it. If you have a WordPress blog, then one way to get more likes on Facebook is to install the Shareaholic plugin, which you can do from within the WordPress dashboard, or you can come here to wordpress.org/plugins/Shareaholic. And what this does is it puts the social media sharing buttons for Facebook as well as for Twitter and some other social media sites onto your site automatically, and people can then just simply click on the button to like your site. You should also update your page regularly, because the more active you are, the more regularly people will visit your page. And the more they visit your Facebook page, the more inclined they will be to visit your website or your blog. So a good way to engage with your audience is to ask questions. Questions regularly evoke a response, don't they? Getting interaction from your fans will raise your profile and get more likes. And what you should do is tie the questions in to your blog content. You also want to add links to your website, and you want to add these links from different places on Facebook. So you want to add some links to your web page from your About page on Facebook, from the milestones, and from photos that you post on Facebook. And you want to link different parts of your site or blog to these different places in Facebook, so they're not the same link being replicated over and over again. Because every link to your site from Facebook is going to boost your SEO or search engine optimization. So it's going to make your site more attractive to search engines like Google. Another good way to get traffic is to embed a video. You can make a short video and post it up on Vimeo, Vine, or YouTube, and then embed it into your Facebook page. So you could tie into an article on your blog with your video, and then have a call to action for people to visit your site at the end. So people watch the video, which is about the article that's on your blog, and then they can simply go to your blog to read more about it. You could also trawl Facebook looking for people who need your help. Now, sometimes people will mention that they're looking for this or that. So do a keyword search from time to time and then refer them to your site for a solution. And a good way to find these people is to look in Facebook groups related to your niche. Now, this can be quite time consuming, but of course it is going to tie in directly to your site. So it is going to get some direct traffic from people that you'll know have a genuine want or need for your product or service. So there we go. Some quick and easy ways to get Facebook traffic. In this video, I'm going to tell you how you can use ad swaps for fast, free traffic. Now, this video isn't very long because this method is actually very, very simple. To use this, you're going to need, first of all, an autoresponder service. You're going to need a list of subscribers. You're going to need a compelling offer, and usually that involves a free giveaway, so a free report, free ebook, that sort of thing. And the way that it works is a bit like this. It involves you and another mailing list owner. You contact the other mailing list owner and you set up an ad swap. They send an email to their list promoting your offer, and you reciprocate by sending an email to your list promoting their offer. And this works best when you're both in the same or related niche and you both have similar size lists. In order to make this work, you're going to need a good autoresponder service, and a good couple to consider are Aweber, which you can find here at aweber.com, and MailChimp, which you'll find here at mailchimp.com. If you're looking for ad swaps, a good place to look for them is on the Warrior Forum Joint Ventures section, the Warrior Joint Ventures section, which you can find here at warriorforum.com/warrior-joint-ventures. And as you can see at the time I'm making this video, there is actually somebody advertising here for a JV or ad swap or cross promotion. Obviously can't spell for the Forex niche, but you can also find a lot of ad swaps in the internet marketing niche on this particular site. Now, here are a few tips on running an effective ad swap campaign. First of all, you want to make your ad compelling, short, and to the point. Bear in mind that this is going to be sent to people by email, so you want to make sure that the subject of the email arouses their curiosity, that they don't have to spend too much time reading through the ad, and that there's a strong call to action that gets them to click on the link to go to your site. If possible, you should split test the ad by getting the other party to send the email to one part of his or her list at a time. Now, not everyone can do this. It all depends on what type of autoresponder software they're running or what autoresponder service they're using. But if they can just send it to one part of their list at a time, and you can gauge how effective this ad is, you can tweak it, rewrite it, test it, and then roll it out to the entire list, and you know you're going to get the maximum response. To do this, you need to make sure that you have tracking on your site and a way of measuring how effective your ad is. So you can have, say, Google Analytics or some of the ad tracking software that comes bundled with cPanel. Now, a good way to see how effective your ad is to send traffic to a unique squeeze page on your site or a unique part of your blog, so that you know that only traffic from this particular ad is being sent to that page. And then you can work out how often after the ad is sent that people go there. You'll know how many emails are being sent, so you can work out the percentage, and then you can see exactly how effective your ad is. And finally, don't do this too often. You've got to send an ad to your list advertising the other person's product or service. So you want to make sure that there's not too much advertising. Otherwise, it's going to put people off. They're not going to subscribe to your list. Or if they do stay subscribed, they're not going to bother opening your emails. And of course, that's going to be detrimental to your own business. So there you go. A very brief video, but a very simple way of getting traffic for free to your website. And this, in my experience, is probably the most effective way of getting free traffic to a website or a blog.